Hey, Jackie Brawls.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah,
My name's Dunlap.
yeah, I know.
I'm the host of this Red State Update podcast,
Yeah.
and you're my little dying friend.
What? I ain't
Hey,
dying.
everybody. Welcome to the week of August 30th Red State Update podcast and them.
Yeah.
Hosted by me, Dunlap.
I on here talking too. It ain't just you.
Would you say you're a host of it? You can't even bring yourself to say the word.
I host of it. I can say host. I ain't the host. You ain't both of us. You ain't the host. I ain't the host. It's both the host. Is what.
Who would you say is the host with the most?
What?
Who would you say is the host with the most?
The most.
Which one of us has the most?
What? Most what?
The most.
I don't. Most what? What?
Jackie, when you say the host with the most, you don't. If you need to ask most what, then you don't have the most.
Well,
So I'd say I got the most.
most. Yeah, weight, girth. Yeah.
Yeah. In certain appendages. Is a dick an appendage?
All right, I'm not going to.
I don't know what the strict definition of appendage
I don't
is.
either, and I don't want to know. You go talk to someone else, figure that
But
out.
when I just want to be clear, when you said, yeah, you got more girth, more size, and I said in certain appendages, I meant my dick. Now, if dick doesn't fall under the
I'm not
category
gonna
of
listen to
appendages,
this.
that whole joke doesn't work.
I was saying you are fat. I know you've been losing some weight. You're looking like I figured you're sick or something, 'cause something ain't right on you. Your skin it ain't fitting right now, but you still. To me, I'll always maybe is just little fat boy. As you grew up, little fat boy, you know, that's what some of us around the store in a nice way, you know, a fun way with you. You was down here all the time, but to me, and I mean this as a term of endearment, as I say, it comes from about my heart. I was trying to be, you know, go back to the days when sweet little little fat boy in my life, and how much I cared for him. And you know, where'd that little fat boy go? I don't know.
Well, thank you, Jackie. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Time does slip away.
Yeah,
Where did that little fat boy go?
I don't know. Just got awful. He just got fatter, and then
Fatter and fatter.
and got sick, and got
Something may be
weight.
wrong with me. I can't sleep.
I'm telling you, it's a worm or something. I told you.
Because
Go
I
to the
ain't
doctor.
eating any better. I'm eating just as bad.
Well, you get on to me for not going to the doctor. You got a worm or something in you eating all that. You know where that worm is.
I'm fine, I think. I did just see the NWA movie, and Eazy-E starts coughing, and I think they put some makeup around his eyes, and then he dies. And the movie's not as fun watching Eazy-E die as it is watching him run from the police. That's fun, and then watching him get AIDS, not fun.
What?
So, seriously, you probably could leave once they start breaking up. It's great, good movie all the way through. But towards the end, when there's something, when I guess Dr. Dre meets his wife, I'm not sure what's happening there. That's probably where you could start to tune out. Maybe if you're tired and you need to get some.
What? I ain't seen a movie. Somebody gets sick in it. One of them sick movies, yeah.
Yep, it's one of them sick movies.
I don't know why people like that sort of thing. I live with sickness in my life, and I don't. Why do you want to watch it? I don't know. You know, but women like that kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah, some do. Some will only watch. But I dated this one girl. I said, "Hey, you want to watch this, movie, romance, get sick, die, but love?"
I ain't ever had another gentleman, and it's okay to like whatever kind of movies you want to like. I'm just saying, in my life thus far, and I know I'm up in age or whatever, blah blah blah. But it's always been a nice lady, a church lady. My wife, when she could talk regular, say, "Do you want to watch this movie? It's about." I said, "Well, that's what I say. What is it about?" Then they tell me and said, Sally Field and somebody in it. and they get sick and die. And I said, no, I don't want to watch that. Cute as a button, Sally Field.
She is. Who wants to see Sally Field die?
I don't want to see it. Do you want
Not
to
me.
put something else on?
I like to see. I want to see her live.
I do. I like her. Yes, she's cute as a button. Oh, Burt Reynolds' girlfriend, and then she went on to do more serious movies later on.
And now she's
President Lincoln, played crazy Lincoln late wife.
Was that the last thing she did?
Last thing I seen her in. She was good in that.
She needs more work.
Well, she's good. She deserves whatever kind of job she can get.
Let me tell you this, though. She's somebody who thrives and embraces life, and if I'm going to have to watch somebody die, I guess I might as well watch her die. She dies in Forrest Gump.
All right. I know.
Spoiler alert.
Right. She dies in that one, and then she dies. What's the one I'm thinking of? It ain't Forrest Gump, because that's just one part of Forrest Gump. A lot of people die in Forrest Gump.
Who all dies in Forrest Gump?
All of them died.
Let's
Except one gets crippled, the rest of them die. And, of course, Forrest Gump's already got problems to begin with.
Okay. If you haven't seen the film Forrest Gump, we're going to go ahead and say there's some spoiler alerts here. We're about to tell you everybody who dies.
It's everybody dies. One gets, listen.
Okay, let's go down the list.
One gets crippled. The rest of them all die.
Lieutenant Dan.
Well, yes, I remember that.
Lieutenant Dan
everybody
loses his
else
leg.
dies in it.
Who else dies?
His friend, Vietnam friend, and then his mama, and his that's Sally Field plays his mama in that one.
And then Jenny, his wife.
His wife. Now that
wait, they were never girlfriend.
That was whatever you talking movie about Easy, whatever that is.
Yes, she has Eazy-E disease.
Is that what? Yeah.
And then, who else dies in it?
The little boy lives, I think, at the end. That's all, thank God, because he's been through enough. Give him something yum.
Does he talk about, like, Kennedy and Martin Luther King dying? Didn't he say something like, later I heard they both died?
He don't cry over to nothing, but, it's history. You got to put it in there.
Yeah,
now, the other people, he cried like a baby, all of them. But, that's... You can't cry every time somebody dies, otherwise he'd be crying through the whole thing. Nobody wants to watch a person like that cry. You want to see him happy, running, whatever.
If there's a lesson here, I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't know how Jenny got AIDS.
Yeah.
If she got it through
that's what
unprotected sex or if she got it through intravenous drug usage.
Yeah.
Knowing her, it could have been either one. Not judging, I'm just saying. And then Eazy-E, according to the film, got it through unprotected sex. And let's just go on record. If there's anything you're going to get out of today's podcast, I'd like to make this the message of today's podcast. Don't have unprotected sex.
Now, he is the rap. That's what you was trying to get me to go see.
Yes.
That's the movie you was talking about. Yeah, I don't.
Forrest Gump, disco.
Yeah, there's no rap in Forrest Gump now. None.
Is there none?
No rap in
that
that
make
movie.
it up that far.
Not even in the car driving by, turned up loud. Nothing. No rap
That's
music
how
in
you
it.
know it's 1987 when somebody drives by playing Run DMC.
Well, that's how in Batman, things like that. Yeah, like that,
In Batman?
Cars drive by, play music in Batman, don't it?
With the Prince music?
Is that what it was?
I think that's how they got a lot of that in there, just people driving by.
Yeah.
Elevators.
That's
supermarket shopping.
Same thing. Everywhere he went in that, somebody, but just a little bit, thank goodness. If I had, now listen, don't start racist stuff. Number one, he said this movie is good, and some other people say it's good, but it's got rap music in it. That's what I'm told. And it
is about rap.
Well,
music.
See, now, it ain't got nothing to do with the color of anybody's skin. I just don't care for rap music. So, like I said, about as much rap music I can take is a car going down the road.
I think there is some of that car going down the road.
Well, that's
and some of them drive it. There is shots of people in cars
Yeah.
listening to rap music.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, right
So
there.
you would go see, like, if we could get Coley's Cinema to show a version of the NWA movie, Straight Outta Compton.
I don't know.
But if you cut all the rap music out of it, you would go see it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know if it's rap music.
Well, it's a film about a rap group and their rise to success in the rap game and how they influenced rap for a couple of or 3 decades after that, and about rap and
I don't
the rap game.
I don't care nothing
how
about
they wrote their rap songs.
Now, if you like
when those songs became popular on rap radio stations,
if you like that sort of thing,
a lot of rapping is in it.
If that's what floats your boat, as I say,
rap concert scenes, rap
go
videos,
see it. And some of you was telling me it made all the money, and that don't surprise me in the least, right there. But that's fine. Enjoy it. I'm glad there's a movie everybody out there can go see and feel good coming out, no matter how many people get sick in it. I don't. If it's got rap in it, I don't want to go.
There is a lot of rap in this movie.
Yeah, well.
But I'm thinking a skilled editor could cut all the rap out, and we could have a really good 15-minute short about what that sort of disjointed. Probably huge chunks of the narrative would be missing, and it might you have to make a couple leaps. I think you'd be like, wait a minute, is that supposed to be Ice Cube? It like 7-8 minutes in, you'd be like, wait, is this NWA?
It's supposed to be an Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is the name of a rapper.
Yeah, see, if all the raps. I know a bunch of different names. It don't make any difference what name it is.
Is String Bean
worse
than Ice Cube?
Listen,
better than Ice Cube?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
What about Grandpa Jones?
If you are a rapper, whatever you can make your name whatever you want it to be, I still ain't gonna listen. That's because I don't care for the way it sounds.
Well, what if Ice Cube changed his name to String Bean?
It don't matter what his name is.
And in tribute. What if he changed his name to Little Jimmy Ice Cube?
I'd say that's fine. I appreciate that. That's nice. I appreciate somebody. He needs more tributes. I'd say that. And then he said, well, now I'm going to rap. And I said, well, I'll have to be on my way. You sick. I don't want to catch it.
I'm fine.
Well.
So welcome to the Red State Update podcast, and I'm your host, Dunlap. Jackie Broll's at my side for the week of August 30th, 2015.
Yeah. They do your sponsor now, right?
Go ahead and do your sponsor, little friend.
Well,
I'd say you're the yella to my Dre.
As sick as you are, and no matter how much it keeps falling off your bones and looking like it does, you still gonna be too big to call me little anything. Tell you right now.
You're the Ren to my Cube. I mean, everybody's okay, but I'm better. Go ahead.
Cubes. I got a sponsor this week. Good sponsor. If you got some issues with your health, and Lord knows we all do.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got
problems.
You do truth. Right now. Right now, something's wrong with you.
Allegedly. I don't know. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel okay. I don't feel that great.
Yeah. You look sunken in. Eyes sunk in.
What's happening is I'm burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I've seen you do that before, and then you come in looking at like you do now, and then you eat a sausage biscuit, and you go to the bathroom, you throw it up, and you come back, look just fat little puffy Dunlap with a hangover, just sweating more, which it's hard to believe any of it.
Probably what I need to do is just make myself throw up a sausage biscuit, and I'll be fine.
Well, I hope that's what it is, because that's usually what takes care of you. You know, that's been your secret for I don't know how long.
Yeah, I just need to eat me a sausage biscuit or two and get these little sausage fingers down my throat and get that up and good as new. I am just not taking care of myself. Everybody's got these health regimens. They know work in their life, and then all of a sudden they get busy and they just forget, and then they let their health routine slide, and then it affects the rest of their life, and they're like, why I ain't jogged in 3 weeks. I ain't throwed up a sausage biscuit in a month. And that's probably all it is.
You ain't jogged in 3. How long you been alive?
About 27 years.
Nah, it's about 4 or something. I'm adding up on my finger in my head. I know that little fat boy is 40 years ago. Don't remember all in between besides you know, sitting somewhere in here. But yeah, you 40 something. I remember
when you used to have fish fries out in the parking lot. Try to get business in. Give
years
back
years ago. That wasn't I let it be in the parking lot. That was I got half a profit, but that I didn't do catfish. That was what's his McClure's. Mr. McClure's. He had that idea. I don't know if it's an idea. He just had a lot of catfish he had to do something with. I don't know.
Well, he had that catfish pond stocked back there, and then something happened. It got polluted, and it wasn't like he had some scientists from the college come out and say, well, look, this is a ticking time bomb. If you eat these fish, like say by Saturday, they'll be fine. But after that, they're gonna swell up and be discolored.
That's right. No matter if you freeze it, put it on ice or not, it's going to happen. That's why I remember he said whatever the fish got in them, you didn't. It was you had to eat them.
It was
quick.
something from the groundwater, or he thought something maybe fell out of a plane. And the fish, it got in the water, and the fish ate it.
It's been known
swallowed
to happen.
It. Yeah,
it's been known to happen. It's not proven that that's what the case was with this.
No, I think it was that poultry farm across the pasture from where he lived at.
Well, something like that. It's been so.
Got down in there.
What brought that up? What you remember?
Well,
that
fish fry. I just remember you talking about. Look at that little fat boy eat. That reminds me.
Well, that was not just. That was everywhere. That was fish fry. That was hard is. That was.
But you talk about it like
I could sit here for the rest of the time that this gonna be on in list places that was.
Yeah, because of the song, the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio. They played the fish fry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they set me up on the stage, and they played.
I remember now. How much can you eat, little fat boy?
Look at that. It was kind of like Pac-Man Fever, but it was look at that fat. Watch that fat boy eat.
Yeah.
And they just set me up there, and I ate all the hush puppies I wanted.
That was good. Yeah, that was.
And everybody watched me and applauded, and I got to say, I felt like a king.
That day, everybody's got something they do good, and that day it fell in your lap. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people go through life and they're good at something, never get the opportunity. You lucky to have that day, and you remember that. And I'm glad you remember. I'd forgotten it's been so long ago. But I'm glad that makes it warms my heart. You remember that
song
day.
Was that they played it all over local K Burrow.
Well, people got to laughing about it. You know, that little fat boy.
That's the biggest song the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio ever had.
Yeah, he just poured jars of tartar sauce all over. I remember you just stuff it in your mouth.
And that's when I learned that if you get real sick from eating a lot and then you throw up, it makes you feel better.
Well. And maybe going back, yeah.
Whatever happened to the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio?
One of them still here at Holiday Inn. One of them is. I don't know about the other 3 or 4.
He plays at the Holiday Inn, or he just works
He's
there?
on the Place of Panna down there.
Oh, Mr. Fingers.
Yeah. He's still. I don't know. His name wasn't Mr. Fingers when he was in the Boogie Boy. This is now. Yeah, now he's old. He was old back then, but still, dyed his hair, and now he's bald, cue-bald.
Cue ball. They could call him cue ball, but they call him Mr. Fingers.
Huh?
Playing at the Holiday Inn. But back then, the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio, they didn't do Pac-Man Favor. They did what was it? Pac-Man Sickness.
I can't remember. I just remember the Fat Boy song. I don't know. They had to make that up right then because they didn't know.
No, they were into me. That was their.
But if they wrote a song called "Little Fat Boy Eat Whatever Hell," if they were waiting for a time to show everybody to play it, what I'm up there saw you and said, "Here you go. Now you've been making fun of this song for so many years. Let me show you." And sure enough,
I was saying, you think they had it in their back pocket?
I'm just saying, it could have been that way. I don't know. That's how it could have been.
That makes me feel a little less special.
Well, it was the song. Nobody, when they played it on the radio, they couldn't see you up there stuffing the face. Now, granted, if they could, they would have had probably laughed that much harder. But I always thought I think they had that song. Nobody liked it until you come along and they, played behind you eating all that fish.
Oh, I see. So just a perfect storm to make a local hit of me up on stage stuff. Well, they brought me up there. They had to know.
Well, they saw you out there. You was already eating like that. It wasn't like you just started doing it because they played the song.
First of all, fish fry, everybody eating. Everybody stuffing.
They saw you eat
puppies.
like that, and they played the song. We got a special member audience. Now, them saying that, if I remember correctly, that probably made you think you were special because they said it right there.
Yep.
But I think it's just like they were already laughing. Let's get him up there eating like that and play this. And of course, it did get on the radio, but you say hit. And, Mr. Fingers down Holiday Inn, the other two could be 3 or 4. However many of them are could be dead for all I know.
Well, it's the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio, but I think there was 6.
Well, they all look the same to me.
There was 2 Murfreesboro Boogie Trios, and they're like, instead of one of them changing the name, they said, why don't we just, instead of renting 2 vans, why don't we get in this together? So they were the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio, the 6 members of the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio. I remember that. Because I said, why is there 6 of you? And they're like, what? Why are you still up here? I said, I have a lot of questions I'd like to find out about the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio. Yeah. And they were already singing a song. They had a lot of songs about video games. Yeah, I think they had a song about, look at this fat girl eat, but they just kept me up there again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't have a lot of, and then I think they did a lot of Lacey J. Dalton songs.
I can't remember what else they played. I just remember that one real good. Yeah. Bring back memories. I
tell you what, yeah. I'd love to go to a fish fry.
Man, yeah. Been a while since I've been to one, yeah. You sick, yeah. Oh, that's sick. That's my sponsor. Hang on now.
Your sponsor is just sick?
No, it helps you.
I was wondering when we were going to get around to that.
Well, you was coughing again. You got to remind me.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sick. Are you sick too?
No.
Oh.
No. Right now, for my age, knock on wood, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, your family, your wife's real sick.
Well, yeah. If now, granted, if I could have put that on me instead of her, I'd have taken it. I'll tell you right now. Well, I mean, wouldn't necessarily want to.
She'd probably be a lot better taking care of you than you are at her.
Well, no, I take care of her fine. Don't you say that, Miss Bros. Some people surprised she's lasts as long as she has, and I think that's got to do with taking care of her.
So your life is touched by sickness because you've lived for so long.
Everybody is, in some way or another. Everybody's is. Somebody, that's just part of life, yeah.
But you yourself, fit as a fiddle.
Well, I don't know completely.
Your insides must be rotted away.
Oh, they
your
rotted
brain
away.
Has ceased functioning on any sort of acceptable level.
I got age things. Yes, blood pressure stuff like that.
Old man problem.
Yes, old man problems. Probably every part of my body, old man problem, but they ain't the problem. But for that I'm old, and everybody gets old. Everybody does. So you can laugh about it now, but it won't be too long till you don't know what I'm talking about. Is what yeah. But if you know what I'm talking about, then that's one thing. But like I said, you what, 46, 47 years old?
I don't think
cross
that's...
with me. Now you sick because you coughing. I know you get sick.
Coughing doesn't mean you're sick.
So
I'm like 30 tops.
Every age gets sick too. Now old people do more, I'll admit, but still, every age gets sick. Every plenty of time.
They told doctors that just look at babies.
Yep, and that's old.
And they're the youngest you can be.
Yeah, that's right. Babies get sick. All that. Everybody gets sick. And
animals get sick.
If you got a pet dog, that dog's at some point. And I hope you have a long, as long as a dog's life goes with your pet dog. Everybody loves a pet dog, but I guarantee you, if it does, that dog's gonna be sick somewhere.
And it doesn't matter if that dog is old as hell or young as a puppy.
Puppy gets sick.
Puppy gets sick.
Old dog, of course,
more likely to get sick. Like an old dog barely walks.
That's
like, well, that's the owner keeping that dog alive.
Well, yeah.
That dog ain't getting nothing out of this.
And, dogs sometimes like to stick around, too. So I'm old. If a dog wants to be old, he can be old, too. It's, it ain't necessarily up to him. It's more up to the owner how much they want to,
I don't know that it should be up to you, really. I mean, the old people are going to be a drag on the economy.
I ain't got no dog anyway.
I just think maybe we should pick an age, and after that age, we should just humanely put them down.
All right, enough. Look, this is before any of that. And
we can pick an old age. We can say like 95. Okay, 95. Here's a 95-year-old man. What's he doing?
All right.
How is he benefiting society?
Hey, there's old people that does stuff, people that old that doing stuff all the time, every morning on the jam jar. On Welch's, just all up in age doing it. You get that far, you gonna go right on the grape jar, jam jar.
Is that all they do? Is get on the jam jar?
That's all. That's.
I'm not saying that ain't an accomplishment.
Not many people get on the jam jar. That's first off. You make it sound like you just get old. Most people don't even get that old. A lot of people don't. If you get that old, if you're on the jam jar, you've been around for a long time. You remember a lot of things that people nowadays wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Well, how is that good? Why would you want to know things nobody knows what you're talking about?
Everybody likes you get. Everybody, Lord knows you do. Everybody likes people when you get on TV and they say, "Look, you're on a jam jar." You've accomplished something. You've done something good.
Should we even? We're right now are talking stuff people don't even know. Should we? We're talking about Willard Scott on the Today Show. Old people, you make it to 100 years old. They put you on the jam jar.
It's Welch's, right?
I think it's Welch's.
People don't watch that. Who don't watch that anymore? I thought he's still popular.
People don't even watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
People watch their Netflix on their iPads.
I don't like Matt Lyers and the rest of them, but I like that's where if you won't get the weather and it's fun, I hope he lives long enough to get on the jam jar. I do. I'll watch it.
How much longer has he got to go?
I don't know. But that'd be something him announcing himself.
How old is Willard Scott?
Phone.
Checking my sources. The answer is 81 years, 5 months, 23 days.
He still got a little ways.
Yeah, nobody who cares about Willard Scott getting on the jam jar will be alive when Willard Scott is old enough to get on the damn jam jar.
Don't say that. It's not funny. There's more people care about. I know plenty of people know. Everybody watch him in the morning. he's good. He's one good. That'd be something though if he does. I hope he does, so you can. I may not be around, but he'll get the last laugh. He sits there and he says, "Who's on Jam Jar this morning?" And then it cuts to him. You know how it fades over on, and it's him right there on it. That's gonna be a day, and this thing you call ageism or whatever it is, that'll be the day it ends right there.
What's that got to do with him solving ageism? It's just somebody. First of all, there won't even be an NBC in 19 years. Willard Scott is not going to make it.
If he's up there that long, bless his heart, if anybody can get that, I don't see why it ain't him, especially after all he's done.
If
for
I
people
had
of that age, you think he'd get?
If I had a baby today, if somebody knocked on the door, one of the many girls I've been having unprotected sex with,
All right.
knocked on the door. Oh, no, don't have unprotected sex. If there's anything we want this podcast today, any message we want to get out there today,
All right.
don't have unprotected
Let's
sex.
just not have no message sex
Do
at
as I
all.
say, not as I do.
All right, enough.
So if one of these girls knocked on the door and said, "Hey, Dunlap, Daddy Dunlap, looks like we got us a little tyke. He was born today. He's 0 days old, or 1 day old. I don't know. He's 0 days old.
All right.
And when he grows up, and he's 19 years old, Willard Scott will get his face on the jam jar. So this 19-year-old, so he's got to go through school. He's got to go through puberty.
That'll be something. That'll even be, imagine growing up all your life and seeing him do that and get up there and do it. That's something special.
But he will not see it. He does not care. There's children living today that have no idea about Willard Scott.
You think you know everything about the children of the day. I don't know that for sure. There may be plenty of children out there that loves. There's plenty of children that's got grandparents that been on the jam jar. Plenty of them.
Well, that's true.
You wake up and you get them up and make them watch that. They best have respect for their own.
I think it may be great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents.
Well, either way, you should have respect either way.
And you don't know your great-grandparents. Let's be honest. You don't know your great-great-grandparents.
You don't know yours, yeah, but they don't talk about other people's families. You don't know what they know and what they don't. They may be best friends with their great-granddaddy.
By the time you get to great-great, you've got to come up with some weird names like T-Paw and Mimi.
Yeah, all of them names is fine. I'd be happy to have any of them names. That's a good name, yeah. Make fun of jam jar people
I
on
just
there.
don't think in 19 years jam jar's still going to be going strong.
Well, there's a lot of traditions. There's people still going to be eating jam, ain't they? It's going to be so far in the future people don't want no jam on their biscuits anymore?
Look, I'm no futurist, but if I had to predict, I would say yes on jam,
Yeah.
no on jelly.
Well, both of them been old birthday goes on both of those things.
I just don't think in the future there's going to be room for both.
Well, that's advertisement is what that is too. You understand, right? That jam's got to stay in. They do. It's a commercial, really, is what it is. But it's a sweet way to do a commercial. Something that nobody does anymore these days. Nobody does that. Welch's is all I know that does something sweet like that. Well, Paul Newman spaghetti, but I never seen a commercial for it.
He's dead.
Well, yeah, he's passed on. Yeah. You sick. Sick, that's right. That's my sponsor. Look, you got a cough.
Uh-huh.
If, let's say I was sick,
Mm-hmm.
I had a cough.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say we had a baby in here, and it was sick.
Yep. That's what we should bring in. So you're like, oh, Willard Scott, 80 years old. We needed some youth. We need a baby co-host. I don't know. Is there a podcast that a baby hosts?
What? Baby don't talk. Baby cry. everything else. Baby,
Or it could coo and make adorable
this
noises.
down here ain't no place for a baby, and you know that.
That's true.
So I ain't gonna bring an old baby here. Nothing against babies. I like babies fine. Babies sweet as bee, but not down. Don't bring them down here.
Now, down here in the bunker,
But
tall
bless.
stacks of paper that could fall over on them.
Well, that's true. Lots of stuff in there.
Lots of boxes of broken glass. I'm looking at 4 boxes labeled broken
that's
glass.
not broken. All of it's not broken. Some of it broke on the top because they didn't shut it down right. There's plenty underneath there that's probably still.
And why don't you throw that shit out?
Well, I hadn't had time to go through it yet. I will.
Why do you have a box that says old glue?
Old glue.
That's what it says, old glue. And look, it's boxes.
That's when upstairs I used to have a little hardware section. Nobody ever bought anything because you go to the hardware store. That's bad advice. But it had little, everything little, like little glues and little piece of wood, just little nails, things like that. Just small little section. And nobody bought any of that stuff. That's the glue. Oh, well, there's some nails somewhere in here, too, and rulers.
How long does the glue keep?
I don't know.
I mean, this glue's not coming out of this bottle. I'll tell you that.
Don't know. I'll look at it later.
Are we going to shoot our videos down here when we start? Thanks, everybody, again
I was going to clean
Kickstarter.
up. I said I was going to clean up. You going to help me? Because we got to set this crap up in here because of getting all the money. So you going to help me, and we're going to clean this out in here. And we're going to put it, I still got room in the shed out behind. It hadn't had nothing in it in years, except some Mrs. Bro stuff, but all that rotted away. So we're going to take that out, put this in. Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, that's my sponsor this week. You sick, baby? I'm a senior. This for senior. Listen, everybody loves pill sauce. Flex Rankins. Pill sauce is good. He's got the Medicaid table. Well, that's a whole other thing. That's not one. But this is pill sauce. Same sort of thing, except this is sauce.
Well, what's the difference between pill sauce and Medicaid table?
Oh, because Medicaid table, now, if you wanted it in sauce, I'm sure they'll put it in sauce. But Medicaid table, let's say you don't like sauce. I'm sick.
Wait, who
and
don't
I
like
don't,
sauce?
Let's say I'm sick and I don't want no sauce. For whatever reasons, whether you like it or not.
If you're sick, maybe sometimes you weird things come over you. I don't want no sauce. I'm sick.
So
that makes sense.
People on diet, that's
hold the
health
sauce.
Reasons. Yes, you go down. I can't have that sauce. Thanks for offering. I know you concerned about my health.
Don't even show me that sauce. I don't want to be tempted.
Go down to the medicated table and tell them all I can eat. I can probably eat some ham and some thick potatoes, scalloped potatoes, something like that, and some green beans or peas.
Oh, yeah.
Either one of the two. We always got to have green.
That's a
on
good
there.
meal.
Yeah, it's good. But so that help you feel better, maybe, But so you take your pills down the Medicaid table, and Flex Rankins and his wife, they gonna work back there. They gonna put it in that food 3 days from when you drop it off.
Okay.
And then it's going. But who don't want to have that meal? You'd have that every day if you could, wouldn't you?
I'd love some scalloped potatoes right now.
Yeah.
So, but pill sauce.
That's when.
On the other hand,
I need it right now. My medicine, and I don't have time for extravagant meals just for whatever reason, penny pinch or whatever. Or
so they'll give you a sauce that you pour on your pills.
Or two. No, the medicine is the sauce. The medicine's in it. He don't put a pill in the food or the sauce. He makes the food the pill or the sauce. That's how it works. All right? So now everybody knows it's hard to get anything. Get a baby to swallow anything, get an old man scratchy throat. Lord knows I knows what that's like. And let's say your dog's already sick and ill-tempered and just a growl, don't even recognize you probably because it's so sick. It's got something.
Oh, man.
You ain't going to try to put your hand in that dog's mouth.
No, that dog is done.
Yeah. But put that sauce out in a little tin for him. He'll lick it up and get to feeling better. He'll know who you are, and you're out playing catch again. So pill sauce, and then they got something extra, and let me just fill you in here. This is something else. This is why he wanted me to add this on like an extra thing. It's pill sauce that comes in senior.
Mm-hmm.
It comes in baby.
Uh-huh.
It comes in dog for dogs, and then it comes in 3 cheese flavor mixture. So it's got all of those different kinds. And come get it. Lord knows some of you need it, and I hope once you get it and get the sauce in it, you get to feeling better.
Wait, what are the kinds?
It's senior, baby, dog, and 3 cheese flavor mixture.
Senior, baby, dog, 3 cheese flavor mixture.
Also comes.
Well, wait, what is senior a flavor?
I don't.
It's
I've had some. It's kind of a bluish, not blueberry, but it's like I don't know.
It was a berry flavor.
Yeah, but I mean it tastes smooth going down. Don't hurt my throat. I didn't try baby dog.
Why would you?
I thought you was going to ask what flavor are those.
Oh, what flavor are those?
I don't know. I didn't. That's the point.
Well, I wouldn't ask, because why would they give you dog sauce to eat?
I wouldn't
That
take it
sounds
if
dangerous.
they did.
That's what I'm
give it to me.
saying. Why would you even know that?
I wouldn't know the flavor. Nobody told me either. Like if I said your dog's gonna love this, you know how some dog food, which that's a bunch of bull, tastes like this. It tastes like whatever dog likes. It's different taste. I mean, dog likes steak or bologna if you eat that, but there's a lot of stuff you eat dog don't like. You know.
What don't a dog like? Dog eat anything.
Some dog, if dog hungry, but no, there's some things dogs don't like. Lettuce or something, tomato. I never seen dog eat a tomato.
That's true.
Unless it's Jerry
Well,
Clyde's,
like
unless it's Jerry Clyde's dog.
I guess okras eat
Is
tomatoes
it okra,
too?
tomatoes? You switch it, don't you switch whatever thing your
Well,
dog
okra,
don't like.
it goes down his throat real fast. That's the old Jerry Clower routine.
No,
everybody.
he said, how's your dog eat that? He's turnip greens. He said, my dog, they all had the bird dogs out there showing them off and stuff. He said, what's your dog eat? And then he said this, that. He said, well, my dog eat turnip greens. I never seen a dog eat that. And then he says, well, listen, didn't live for the first 3 months.
Well, that's
He
cruelty.
got hungry at some point. He's in the pen back.
Well,
He had to eat something.
my Jerry Clower joke is different
Yeah.
about dogs eating vegetables.
Yeah.
These 2 dogs.
Well, he had all sorts of jokes on dogs eating things.
I guess he did.
Yeah.
I wonder how many other jokes there is of Jerry Clower dogs eating vegetables. The boiled okra, the dog comes out, and they put some boiled okra, and the dogs come out to get you just used to throw your slop out in the door.
Yeah.
That's how you feed a
The
dog.
dog, yeah.
You don't go to just food for dogs. You go just whatever you don't eat or you drop on the floor.
And the dog's happy to have it. Those you saying, you shouldn't feed dog that. Dog, that's the best meal dog ate all week is after me.
Sometimes you throw the whole damn pot outside with your hand, just going over the plates and just wadding up all the mess and just throw the damn pot outside and the dog come.
Well, I run them off after so long I let the cats get in there too. I don't want to favor one or the other.
So the Jerry Clower joke is he put down the boiled okra and then one dog eats it and it goes down his throat so fast the other dog's like, you eat all that food and now get in a fight. Or something like it.
Get in a fight over eating okra.
So I don't know if there's a Jerry Clower.
How easy this how you used to do. I
That
can't
one
do that.
dog come up and ate that okra fast and he'd be a good podcaster.
Oh, if they did that, back in, that's what this podcasting is. Podcasting is just, but back in it's on the record, right? That's you just put
Basically.
it on, and it lasted. It's a lot shorter than this. It's all, people had.
Yep.
Said you have somebody telling Jerry Clower, said and Lord knows he'd be crying his eyes out from laughter, but he'd say, we got to wrap this up. That record's about to end, So
well, I got about 3 more dogs and 7 more vegetables.
He just had to flip that record over, He'd take a break and then go on.
I got a new hour because I thought of some more vegetables.
That dog eat everything in some of his jokes, yeah.
I guess I got to go back and listen to all the Jay Clower albums.
They're worth listening to, every one of them. Somebody needs to put them all together and put a podcast of it out.
When's that going to be? I'm not saying they shouldn't be an NWA movie because it was great, but I'd like to see a Jerry Clower movie, too. Who you think would be good playing Jerry Clower?
Oh, I don't know. Nobody's funny as him. It's just, I can't think of anybody. He was just so funny himself. I don't know who could do that nowadays.
Josh Gad?
Who?
How?
I don't know who
How?
that is. It's not you, thank goodness.
How?
Old Jerry Clower. Yeah, he's good. He was a good one right there.
So, Senior Baby Dog 3-cheese flavor mixture. That's pill sauce.
Pill sauce, yeah. And if you want it, like I said, this is not necessarily my sponsor, but it kind of is. Could be Medicaid table right down the right. It's off a square little ways, but right around there. If you have to go take some back roads to get to it, but Medicaid table, get down there. You got to go down there twice, too. You got to go down there and drop medicine off.
Sounds like you don't even like the medicated table.
Medicaid table's fine. It's fine. I just had the situation with the foot medicine I didn't understand, but that was my fault. That wasn't
if you
anybody
listened
else.
to it last week, last couple of weeks, I guess we've been doing this sponsor for a while, Medicaid table and pill sauce. Jackie said you could take your foot salve down there.
I misunderstood. It's my fault. I didn't mean to. I hope nobody else got confused.
And he didn't really think Jackie was going to do it, but he cooked it and made Jackie not eat it. Had to put it on his foot.
Macaroni cheese.
Macaroni and cheese over the tub. Just that cheese and macaroni sticking to his sick foot. But did you eat any of it?
What? No, I didn't eat it after I put it in my foot. It did work that way. I misunderstood. It was he never. Maybe he could explain a little bit better, but it's probably I'll take the blame. I misunderstood.
Have you
but
been
it
back
worked
down
fine.
there to Flex Rankin's
Not to
Medicaid
Medicaid table. No, hadn't been down
Hadn't
there
had a
since
cheese
then.
biscuit or anything?
No cheese biscuit. No, nothing. Hadn't been back down there yet. It's not, and again, not because of this person. I still got that macaroni and cheese left. There was a lot.
Well, what if somebody, like the home health nurse, gets hungry down there helping your wife out, and she's like, well, they won't mind if I have a bite of this. And it's foot salve in the shape of delicious macaroni and cheese.
She knows it's got a note on it, everything else. Because right now, it's already gone bad, eating-wise.
Why'd you throw it out then?
Because the medicine's still in it. I ain't going to throw all that medicine. That's insurance pays for it. It's still expensive.
So the food part
I
is
ain't
gone
like
bad.
Obamacare. Everybody just give medicine willy-nilly. I'm holding that's.
Wait a minute. So, okay. The food has gone bad. You wouldn't want to eat it.
No.
But as far as medicine goes.
That was 2 weeks ago, you said. Something like that. The food is.
You wouldn't eat 2-week-old macaroni and cheese, but you would put it on your foot if your foot's real sick.
The medicine's still on it. I just hold my nose or put a clothespin, rub it in the foot there, and just try to keep a sock on it that night.
I got you. Now it all makes sense.
Well, I'm not going to waste. It costs money. Medicine costs money first off, and then it costs extra to put it in the macaroni cheese.
How is your foot doing?
The foot is fine. That's medicine still working fine. Like I said, the food's not edible, but the medicine's still in there. Some medicine goes bad, I reckon, but not this kind. Foot still clear as can be. That part on it, where I rub it on,
right,
it's
sure.
fine, yeah.
Sure. So you put it on there, and then you put a sock over it to keep that macaroni and cheese. And then what, in the morning, is it still just macaroni and cheese, or is any of it absorbed up into your sick
Well,
foot?
some of it go, it's the cheesy part. It's, look, just, don't you worry about it, all right? I misunderstood. This is my fault. I'm to blame. I don't flex Rankins. It ain't his fault. He thought I was crazy. He thought I was worried about you, Jackie, because why would you have me putting my foot cream? But again, he was teaching me a lesson, too. This is hard, schooling, but so be it. But I'm not going to lose any money over it or have my foot, be itching me, rubbing me the wrong way all day.
So that's, wait, what was your sponsor?
Pale Sauce
Pale
is the
Sauce.
sponsor. Senior, baby, dog, and 3 cheese flavor mixture.
Right. I got sponsors.
Comes
this
in
week.
all of those. Yeah.
Those are flavors, senior.
No,
It doesn't taste like a senior.
no, I told you what that one tasted like. It's
Berry.
blueberry,
But we don't know
creamy,
what
but-
baby or dog tastes like.
probably something a baby dog likes, I guess.
So any sort of vegetable for a dog.
Well, if that's Jerry Claire's dog, yeah. He had the healthiest
I guess he
coon
did.
dogs there was, I tell you right now.
Vegan coon dogs at
Yeah.
Jerry Clower's house.
But he didn't give them for that reason. He didn't do that. Don't say that. Don't get that in people's minds. Jerry Clower did not give any vegetables to his dogs because they was vegans. He did it because it was funny. You get that rumor going. Somebody say something bad about Jerry Clower, I'll knock the hell out of him.
And then they'll never make that movie.
Well, he ain't here to defend himself.
I think
I'm
I
going to
would
defend
be a
him.
good Jerry Clower in the Jerry Clower biopic.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
How?
All right.
I want to give every last dog in America some of these butter beans.
He do him all right, but
How? I need to work on it. I ain't heard of Jerry Clower.
somebody
album in a
else
long
might
time.
like watching you do it, but not. I would like it for a little while, but not a whole movie of it. So I don't know.
Okay, how about this, Jackie? You and me, Branson.
Branson.
We go down to Branson. We open up a show. I do my Jerry Clower impression,
Yeah.
and then you do your.
Why?
I can't think of what you would do exactly. So I'm going to go to Branson and
All
open
right.
up the Dunlap Theater, and I'll do my Jerry Clower. It'll be a one-man show, Jerry Clower, and I'll do my Jerry Clower, and everybody, all the old ladies, will come out and watch me be real funny, and they'll buy me tea at some restaurant there in Branson if they have them. And maybe you can do is you can be my roadie.
I ain't gonna be no roadie. I ain't gonna go ahead and do that. No. You might as well, though. They do have people do Willie Nelson like that in Branson.
And they got buffets, I'm sure.
Well, they got. I've seen pictures of some buffets. People come back from the trip, show me because we always ask how was the food, and he show those. They were some good looking buffets in Branson. I like all the stuff I do there. Music wise, just never had time to go up there and just. I drove through it, I think, years ago, but just to go and get out and go see a show. That's a luxury I don't know if I'm going to have.
Does anybody run a theater in Branson or run Branson that listens to this show? Like, if anybody, that's a good goal for us. Because, we did the Kickstarter. So we're doing the podcast and videos at least through the end of the next election. And I want to start just a list. I want to do these things list. And one of those would be to have a show in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
Me and Jackie up on the stage.
I'd go for a little. I'll go say hi to people and stuff, but they
Why
ain't
could
gonna
we
do.
not do our podcast live from Branson somewhere?
I'd say because I ain't gonna live Branson. No people that.
We don't have to live there. We just go do the podcast there once. We go.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I want to go George Bush
Library.
Yeah, Bush Library
Somewhere in Branson.
But,
And probably Mount Rushmore.
That'd be something right there.
That's
Yeah, I'd
something to
like that.
see.
That should was a parkist tour, right?
Yeah, we do a live tour of us just doing the podcast. The thing about doing a live podcast is that ain't shit. You ain't got to put on a show. It's like, oh, come see the Red State Update show. Remember we did live shows a few years ago. It's like we had songs. No. What we do, we set up a couple of chairs, get some microphones.
That's all you need for this.
We've been doing this for 54 damn minutes.
Yeah.
Of course, this is free. Live podcast, you'd have to pay us something to get into that.
I got to pay for my bus fare or plane, wherever it is you're going.
Oh, maybe we could do some live podcasts when we go. I guess now we got to go to damn Iowa or New Hampshire.
If this is one of them loose meat sandwiches, listen, and we go to.
In New Hampshire, there's that store where everybody has to go to. I'm sure there's more than one, but there's that one that I can't think of the name of. So why'd I bring it up? We could do a live podcast from there. That's where Jeb Bush did that interview. Why can't we get in there?
That'd be.
Jeb Bush, we have more of a chance of being a Republican nominee than Jeb Bush does.
Probably so, yeah. Of course, that ain't saying a whole lot about us, but still, yeah.
So, Branson, we need some help getting into a theater on Branson. Now, in Branson, you have to do a show. We wouldn't just set up some chairs.
That's what that is. They got curtains, everything else. It's like
what we
theater
do.
thing.
I do my Jerry Clower, and maybe me and Jackie work up our Ralph Emery Shotgun Red routine.
Now, that'd be good. I'd like a Shotgun Red. If he's not busy, come do it. You know, we got to have more people than just us.
I think Shotgun Red is in Nashville on the General Jackson. We should do, if the General Jackson is still a thing.
Why start there and then go from there to Branson? Because General Jackson, that's used to be if it's still
live
up
podcast
there.
on the General Jackson. Definitely. That is something I want to do real bad.
Yeah.
General Jackson.
We go up there for a night, and they sometimes got food and
do they let you stay? Can you
stuff.
sleep on the General Jackson?
I don't know if they let you sleep on it.
Well, if we hide out, they won't even know we're doing it.
I like on the boat, too. It's been a long time since I've been out, a big boat like that.
It's just like going out on a lake, except you put on a show. But I'd be drunk either way.
That's true, yeah.
So let's just repeat this so we don't forget. The General Jackson.
That's a goal. Setting out
These
for
are
a
some
goal.
goals for a podcast tour. General Jackson in Nashville.
It's the year 2016.
2016. General Jackson, a Branson Theater, the
know
George W. Bush Library,
Mount Rushmore.
and Mount Rushmore.
The old president's head. Yeah.
So those are the four. We know we want to get to those places.
You are to ask people. You ain't asking for money now, are you? Don't do that.
No, I guess this is on us.
All right, because you can't ask people already sending us to
Iowa and New Hampshire.
See if you can work all that into going somewhere in Iowa. That way you get to do it.
Yeah, can we do it? Yeah, we have to figure out where. I guess we could do live podcasts in Iowa or New Hampshire.
You're going to have to if we're going to be there. How long we going to be there?
Dang.
You do this sometimes, one of us go out of town.
We do it early.
Do it early.
A lot to think about, folks. A lot to organize.
You got to learn how to work another computer before we go.
We got some equipment in. We don't know how none of it works. We're going to have to get some folks from the college come over show us the ropes.
I sure do appreciate it. Thank you. Kind of all this stuff started just showing up at the store, packages. I didn't know what it was. I opened a couple of them because my name was on it, and I don't know what half of it is.
We still don't really know. We ordered some cameras. We have a computer. We have some things that go in cameras. We have some cords and some cables. We got some lights coming. It's going to be videos out your ass, folks.
Hey, don't say it like that.
And then we're going to film this podcast, and we're going to keep doing the podcast because now if this computer goes down, we got another computer.
Well,
and this computer, honestly, is on its last legs.
That's the reason we wanted the money to begin with. Get another one.
This computer is older than the Obama presidency.
Good Lord. Hard to believe we've been through it that long.
No wonder this computer's on its last legs.
Yeah.
Look at its whole life. It's all it's known is Obama.
Yeah. Obama, he looks great. He looks like he's doing just fine.
Sure.
But look at this computer here.
Is there Obamacare for this computer? I hope not.
It's already bad enough. You won't kill it dead, don't you?
So, folks, I got a sponsor this week at the 1 hour mark that I think you're really going to enjoy, Jackie. We've been talking about them for the last few weeks. It's a lot of our friends who have sort of combined into one. They're good separate, but when you put them all together, you know how, like, okay, we were talking about sausage biscuit earlier. Like, I eat a sausage biscuit, then I throw up. That makes me feel better. Well, what happens if I eat a sausage biscuit, drink a Sun Drop, and then throw that up? Well, then I'm going to feel even better.
Yeah. That's what you used to do. You drunk as hell.
Drink that Sun Drop, eat that sausage biscuit, run into the bathroom, throw that up 100%. And I think that's...
You used to do M&Ms after that, too.
Yeah, after it, chase it with some M&Ms.
And get some M&Ms, get that sugar in you. You said, I need that sugar in me. Get my...
Everybody's got their
Sun Drop's got sugar. I guess that's chocolate's what you mean. Chocolate's what you got to have.
I just like to put a bunch in my mouth and just chew them all up in that jagged chocolate mush.
Now, we're thinking back on it. That's one thing I swear hasn't changed in over 40 or 50 years, 50-something. I think soon as it was not too long ago, you had a birthday, I think. It was 50 to something years ago. That's always been, is from a little bitty fat boy to a fat man the other day, that ring of chocolate around your mouth. That's something I've seen all my life.
Well, I think of it as like a trademark.
Well, it's just chocolate. It used to be around your mouth. Now it's all caked up in your bed. Not every time, but when whatever it is, if it's got chocolate in it, it's going to have a ring. You could chocolate milk, be a ring right around the lips. Just always had that little chocolate ring.
Well, what would Pinocchio be without his long, thick nose?
Yeah.
What would Jughead be without his pointy little hat?
Jughead.
And what would Dunlap be without a ring of chocolate?
Oh, Archie Jughead, yeah.
So, folks, if you have never been to the Square here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee,
yeah,
I would advise you to get off your fat fucking ass.
Hey, watch your mouth. I'm not going to listen to it.
Because it is almost autumn. Fall. The leaves will be back to school time, Jackie.
You can say that. You ain't even supposed to cuss when you say back to school time. Just say autumn, fall, back to school.
Autumn,
don't say the
fall,
F words or the S,
school.
all the words. Just, yeah.
You know that soon there will be a crisp, apple-scented thing to the air. The air, let me start over. When you walk outside, you'll say, this air is crisp and it is apple-scented. Apples are also crisp and apple-scented. Is this the air or an apple? Nope, it's the air, and it must be autumn. Fall time, back to school. Yep, folks, we have reached the end of summer, and soon it will be autumn, fall time, and there is no better time to see the Murfreesboro Square than autumn, because the leaves start changing color. There's an apple-scented crispness in the air. And this fall, you will be able to see double-decker bus round the square. That's pretty much all you can see, because now it is at such a length that it encircles the square completely. No one else, there's no traffic, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car, but you do have to worry about getting hit by double-decker bus round the square.
You wouldn't want to get caught underneath any of that.
No,
it's dragging behind it. That'd drag you. Imagine if the thing in the back, if the carriage you got hung up on it.
The carriage full of feed and waste.
You would have drug it. How many times over the animals, everything else, they wouldn't. No, wait, he could see you. That'd be all right, because I thought he wouldn't be able to hear you with all the animals, rutting and grunting, whatever
He does have a series of mirrors.
But also, he'd probably see it out in front of him. He sees his tail end coming around the other side of it.
It's dangerous, because, like, if you got to get to the courthouse, like, you can get to the businesses around
But you
the
can't
square,
use
but you can't get to the courthouse,
courthouse
which is
in the
center
middle,
of the
yeah.
square. So if you were like, say, on trial, you have to hop over in between the links of the caravan of the different things that they're hauling.
If you got hung up on the wheels of that, even if it did see you or could hear you, it'd still take a while to get that thing stopped.
Yeah.
And you need to be careful.
That's why Wesley Press, I found out he give up his apartment under the courthouse, and he just lives in the bus now because he said, I can't get to it.
Live on the bus.
He lives on the bus. Folks, let me give you a recap if you ain't been listening. Murky Shellbacks, who has been well known here in Murfreesboro for he had a truck and he got a new boat every week. New boat every week. If you like seeing a new boat every week, you're going to want to get down to the square and see Murky Shellbacks.
Just to show it off is the only reason you will.
But he has got rid of his truck, and now he hauls his new boat in a double-decker bus. Now, he's in the front driving that double-decker bus with the baby. The baby is fussy and crying. It is his wife's sister's baby.
Yeah.
It is not their actual baby. His wife, Trudy Patricia.
Right.
Oh, you hear that siren?
Somebody got stitches up above his eye, or worse.
Or worse.
Yeah.
That is, though, if you ask the EMTs, like, what, at Longhorn's Dancing Parlor, what is the number one injury? What do you have to do most often? They go, well, stitches above the eyes, number one. And
some people been stabbed by a bottle, broke off bottle stuck in them.
It's shrapnel, broken glass, just from bottles being broke over people's heads. Dicks and car doors?
All right.
But that's third.
I don't want to hear about what goes on over there. Let the police deal with that. I don't want to talk about it on here.
I mean, that's big enough that it was not. They advertised like the dick.
All right, I don't care.
In a car door capital of.
If that's the kind of people who want to go out to see something like that, so be it. I don't want to hear about it on here.
That's weird because you're like, is that an accident? Nope, they were paid. Like, I'll get because it was one guy who was like,
I don't want to hear about him.
How much y'all give me?
I don't want to hear about any of it.
How much y'all give me to slam my dick in this car door?
Enough.
Dottie Hamilton.
Yeah.
And he makes a living doing that.
I don't want to know anything about it. He don't make a living for me. I ain't going to give anybody any money.
Because he knows how, Dottie Hamilton, he knows how to do it where it don't hurt you. But then some other drunk idiot is like, I can do that. Here, hold on. Somebody slam his car door on my dick. Slam. Ow. Call
I
the
don't
EMTs.
want to talk about this.
So they said
I
they
heard
don't
enough
know
about it already.
They
Something's
don't know
wrong
when they
with
get
people.
there if it's going to be stitches above the eye or if it's going to be shrapnel or broken glass.
I don't want to go any place. I don't care what you do with it. If you take anything out, I don't want to be there. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't care what you shut on it or anything else about it. I don't.
I wish they had a siren that told at least that one, that injury specifically, so we know.
Enough.
Because sometimes the show is watching them get his dick out of the door.
All right, enough.
That's what you want to see.
No, I don't want to see it. Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'll never get back on track here. So, Murky Shellbacks been driving his double-decker bus around. It's from England. We're not sure if it's the only double-decker bus. We're not sure how many double-decker buses England has.
There's a picture of it in the paper. It's red. It looks just like one of them. Wherever, who knows where he got it from? But
so in the front, there's him and Trudy Patricia's baby crying. He's driving. He's giving the tour. He's telling everybody all about his boat. They're hauling the boat. Trudy Patricia in a bikini. Look good for her age. I went to school with her.
I
That's
know
not
you
her
did.
baby.
Everybody knows you did.
She's in a bikini pointing at the different things on the boat that Murky is talking about, like the magazine rack or the towel rack or all the different racks on the boat.
It's got every kind of rack there is, I guarantee you that.
He says that. He said, I said, what kind of racks you get put on this son of a bitch?
All of them, yeah.
He said, all of them. That's what I got. So you name me a rack, a spice rack.
He'd
I got it on this boat.
He wouldn't, she would. He'd make her point at it.
Point at that spice rack, Trudy Patricia.
Yeah. Show them what we got here. Pitiful.
So she's on the boat, new boat every week, pointing at that boat. Baby crying. Murky Shellback driving, talking on the speaker, on a little microphone, driving that damn double-decker bus. Also, who used to give tours around the square was our friend Dilly Mule Rider.
Yeah.
She wears a bonnet. She used to drive a horse or a mule.
Because it was like old-timey things.
Old-timey.
Yeah,
now she's got little miniature horses and baby mules and any kind of like horse-like creature that you can get in a miniature size.
I've been meaning to. Next time go down there, tell her I'm coming down. I've been meaning to go down. I love those little horses. They just tickle me to death.
Well, she has got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And so now while your kids get on there and they pet the little horses or the baby mules or the miniature donkeys or whatever they are,
Yeah.
Dilly Mule Rider is also giving them facts about the Murfreesboro Square. That's where her divorce lawyer lived or worked. I think he had an apartment above. And also facts about miniature horses.
Yeah.
Above that, after your child is done learning about animal anatomy and the Murfreesboro divorce lawyers who work on the square, they can go upstairs the double-decker bus and get tutored by Wesley Press. Creepy, brilliant, Murfreesboro outcast
Smart
Wesley
as whip.
Press.
If you need child needs help in studies, hey, go to him. Yeah.
He dates Dilly Mule Rider. They are back together. That is confirmed.
Good for them.
They live together on the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
Murky Shellbacks is not too keen on that. But he says as long as they don't touch the boat. So he's up there on the top floor of the double-decker bus.
Lord help you if you touch anything on his new boat. He have her point at it, and I did a couple times because every now and then there'd be something interesting. I'd race for it. Don't you touch it?
No,
don't show it to me then. I don't care about your new boat. Most people look at the finish on there. Look at this thing. I got this knob, but let me look. Don't you touch it.
Well, that's a museum. You go to museums to look, but don't touch.
That's
considers
fine.
His boat.
It's a boat. It should. How does anything get done on it? If you can't touch nothing on it, it's a boat.
So Wesley Press on the top floor of the double-decker bus where the cigarette smoke can go right out the window as he's giving lessons to your precious children, which is dangerous for them to be on this, but whatever. He's very smart. He was once considered a suspect in the Unabomber
They
case.
got some sort of insurance worked out, I thought.
Yes, they do. It's hard to that's right. It was they have the insurance worked out. It's expensive.
Yeah.
But he said the insurance situation is covered. If anybody gets hurt or injured on the boat or the double-decker bus or by an animal or by cigarette smoke or by the Dilly Mule Rider's carriage, which is now full of feed for the animals and waste that comes from the animals.
Yeah, I cleaned that out, yeah.
And, of course, perhaps the most dangerous part, they just added this.
Yeah.
Because it's fall time and it's back to school. The Christian vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
Carrot.
Cabbage. Zucchini.
Cabbage and zucchini. Cabbage got a temper.
Well, he's not a temper. He's the loudest one because they all get on to you. All three of them get on to you. He's louder than the other two. He's biggest two. Round, there's more to him.
Yeah, they are all stern. The Christian vegetables are up on top of the bus. Now, they have this roped off, so when they go around the curves. Although, on the square and with the caravan of this length, it's pretty much they're always going around the curve.
They braver than I am. I tell you what.
So, the Christian vegetables, they are up on top.
And they're doing the Christian vegetable thing up there.
Oh, not just that, Jackie.
What?
Not just that. They are yelling at children to eat their vegetables.
Well, they jump around and all that, jump up everywhere, screaming, jumping up and down.
They're yelling at children to
learn
the books of
scripture,
the
learn the scripture. Then I'm great with that. But part of the thing, keep a child's attention this day. They jumping up and down every which way, and I don't know who's in there doing it. I'm sure somebody from church. But if I can't, I don't know. It's one of them costumes like Mickey Mouse. You see looking at his mouth. Like if you see Mickey Mouse costume. Well, I see how he sees. I see that inside his mouth is where he's looking out of. On these, I don't know where they're looking out of. I don't know how a person in there got that suit on to see anything, to be quite honest with you. And I wouldn't get up there. I would not get up there dressed in one. Though they're braver than I am. I tell you that.
Well, you must not have been down there lately because they started playing exhibition basketball games.
What?
Against the janitorial staff of the Murfreesboro City Hospital.
On the top thing?
On top of the double-decker bus. They got it roped off.
Well, now I want to see little horses already. Now I'm going to go down there. This I got to see as a see.
You got to see it. Because the janitorial staff of the Murfreesboro City Hospital, they've been practicing. They call it their Globetrotters routine.
Yeah.
So they do a little trick basketball. And the damn vegetables are the team that they, that always loses.
Well, I can see why they lose because you can't see a thing.
Cannot see. So they're bouncing. So you get a little bit of, stay healthy, eat your vegetables, learn the scripture. You get that. They get that out of the way. And now here's the janitorial
They're like
staff.
Washington's.
Yeah.
All right. And I see what you're saying. That'd be fun for a child to see people bouncing the ball off of this. You know what I mean? They already look silly.
Mad.
Yeah, they mad anyway.
And they dumping confetti on them. And then when they do that, then the vegetables come back at them with it's why you shouldn't do that. Leviticus 3:17, thou shalt not, whatever. Nobody gives it. And then
don't say that now. People do care about that.
They do care. So it's sort of like your loyalties are torn. Like, do I support these hilarious janitors?
It don't matter as long as you're hearing about it.
Skills?
You can still enjoy watching the people. If they doing like going around them real fast, if they push them out of the way. Now that's fun. As long as you hear the scripture, that's enough.
That is the important.
As long as there's something you getting out of it instead of just laughing,
But now they
see them get mad. They, like I said, they're mad already.
They're mad already, and then get a basketball off their head, and then going around those curves and stuff, and it's slick up there on the damn roof. But 2, 3. Janitors have fallen off and it got hurt pretty bad.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So there's a little bit of a NASCAR thing going on where nobody wants to see somebody get hurt, but when it does happen, it's kind of exciting.
They braver than I am. I wasn't getting one of them hot outfits to begin with, no matter, there's other people who teach children and read the Bible than me, a bit better at it than me, but I wouldn't put the outfit on for nothing, even that.
Oh, and the janitors they don't actually work at Murfreesboro City Hospital anymore. Because the hospital is losing janitors. So they're like, y'all can't do this. And they're like, well, freedom of speech, we quit. And so now they are unemployed, but I guess this is a job.
Well, it's better getting a union together. I say that. Go play basketball. That sounds like it, yeah.
So they do have, and they're living. What they did was they attached an old, them trailers like from the 50s. What do you call them? Airstream trailers? Is that what them's called? Like them old silver-looking things.
Yeah, I remember the old Airstreams.
That's where the janitors live, and where the janitorial staff of the Murfreesboro City Hospital, when they fall off the bus and get hurt, they go to the city hospital, even though they don't work there anymore. But that's where you'd go if you fall off a bus, double-decker bus, playing basketball against Christian vegetables. And then from there, they go to the trailer, and then that's where they recuperate.
I know if they're playing basketball and not working, I hope they're getting paid because that's good to teach children to. It's dangerous to me. So
it's dangerous work, folks, and they do need your help and support.
Well, if they're teaching youngins to read the Bible, then they can get some help from me. Yeah.
Look, take your kids down there, folks, a double-decker bus around the square, because where else are they going to learn so much? They're going to learn about little horses.
Yeah.
They're going to learn about boats. They're going to learn about a woman in her early 40s who looks real good in a bikini.
All right, don't need to learn that. If they're going to learn anything about a boat, they might as well forget it all, because the next day it'll be all new.
They're going to learn about Wesley Press, tutoring them in subjects
Well, they will
in which
learn
they
something
have maybe they ain't doing as good as in some other subjects. And then on top of the bus, they're going to learn about nutrition, the scripture, and basketball.
Yeah.
And then that crying baby will teach them not to have unprotected sex, which is, if there's anything I want you to take away from this podcast,
Enough.
it's don't have unprotected sex.
That's fine. Just don't want to hear about it. Just keep that's somewhere else, not on this. No.
Raw dog it. Also, don't stick your dick in a car door, no matter how much money.
I'm going to enough of this. I don't want to hear about it.
And look, let me tell you, I just want to tell you right now that the what was his name again? The dick in the car door guy?
Dottie.
Yeah, right, Dottie. Dottie, that's Doddie. Dottie.
Don't even want to say his damn name.
Dottie came up to Murky Shellbacks and said, hey, how can I get on this caravan?
All right.
Because I got a good act.
No.
And he said, nope. I don't want.
You can't have kids learn about the Bible and that going on anywhere near that.
That's what Murky Shellback
Good.
said.
Well, at least he got some sense.
And
it
he
ain't
also
got no
said,
sense of buying a new damn boat every week, but at least he got at least some sense in his damn head for that.
And also, it's uninsurable.
Yeah.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
I'm just going to start talking now. You usually wait. The song will go down and then you say something, but I'm right after that.
So we're an hour and 20 minutes in.
I don't have an hour to spend doing this, and I know damn well nobody's got longer than that to listen to it.
Folks, let's ask you a question. Of course, nobody's going to be listening at this point anyway, but let's get some feedback. When we go over an hour, there's no rule, no law that says a podcast has to be an hour.
It is for me.
Do you like it when we talk about the news? Do you like the news? Should we start off with the news? Maybe we should do two podcasts, one where we just talk about Murfreesboro and one where we do the news.
Two of them? This is already two of them long. You got one that's already long as two.
Like if we had just stopped there, which we've done before, where we barely get through the sponsors after an hour or more, and did not come back to talk about, I don't know, Sarah Palin talking to Donald Trump. Would y'all been fine with that? Let us know. What do you want from us? Let us know.
They give us money for something.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, you right about that.
So, did you watch Sarah Palin interview Donald Trump?
We sat there and watched it together. What are you talking about? Yeah.
What were your takeaways?
Well, it's nice to see her doing something she's good at, some job. She does. Christmas book is one thing, and you can hear.
But you can't make a living out of that.
Well, not a living. No, I'm sure she does all right. Well, it's good to see her come back, too. She had some problems. Her and the children are screaming and fighting, all this stuff, and that happens in every family. First off, everybody with their nose stuck up in the air saying, oh, they drunk. Who didn't have a family squabble at some time where somebody's drinking too much? You step forward. As Jesus said, you cast that stone first. You ain't going to be nobody doing it. That's right. And then her, bless her daughter's heart, that thing,
That ain't her fault.
Yeah, well.
But she did pretty good. I liked her flag background.
That looks good, something like that. Now, that's what I want for
You
us
think we
with all
should put
this
up
stuff.
hey, folks, when you're giving us feedback, would you like, what kind of background would you like? We used to have 2 flags behind us when we did videos.
And I'm proud to always show Old Glory, but what she does, the way she does it, is it's moving. Now,
moving
we had
flag.
the idea to get, because they had one of those big old fans that we were going to turn it on, but you can't hear us talking over the fan to get the flags in the back to go.
So then we thought, well, why don't we just have the fan on and the flag going, and we just put the words that we would say under that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too, yeah.
There's a lot of options.
But what she does, that's computers making that flag look like it's going, right?
Yeah, but one day there won't be any flags left. It'll all be computerized
Well,
flags.
that's a shame right there. I don't want to hear that. That right there. Somebody get in the office, or if it's Hillary, you right. That's exactly what it's going to be. She's going to say, there's no need for those flags wasting all that wind energy. All of you take them flags down right now and go inside and look at it on the computer. You wait and see.
Yep. She'll put what happened is she'll put all the flags in her email, and then she won't be able to find them.
Won't be able to find it. Say, oh, I don't know where all the American flags are.
Yep. And then there won't be one of them left.
Yep. You wait and see. Don't wait and see. Please,
Folks, this
don't.
isn't crazy, out of left field predictions we're making here. This is based on facts.
Yeah.
This is scientific, the way scientists figure things out.
Look at, all right, because they started now. I don't like the Confederate flag, and I'm in complete agreement on that particular issue. That belongs in a museum. There's no reason to offend people. But you wait and see. There won't be any kind of flag.
Well, why can't you just put I've seen people say that. Why can't you just put the American flag in the museum?
I know it. Well, they'll go, well, that's an idea.
Well, I'm asking you, what's wrong with that?
Huh?
What if people get offended by the American flag? Why can't you just put that in the museum?
Because that's our flag. That one is our flag. That's
what if people say, well, the
it was
Confederate
slavery
flag,
before the other one, but then the other one took all the slavery with it, and then American flag is good again.
Okay.
That's why that one can go still, and always will, always.
I'm just asking questions.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about Civil War. That's not my expertise. I like some World War II, Japanese, Iwo Jima, all that stuff. I like that. John Wayne.
So you like freeing the slaves more than you like Japanese people?
What? No, I didn't say. I'm talking about the wars and history, not that. No, it ain't the thing itself. No, I didn't say that. Put words in my mouth.
I'm just reading between the lines.
Well, see, that slippery kind of thinking right there is going to wind up with all computer flags. That's Hillary will have you all mixed up. You wait and see if you give her a chance. Now, I don't know who that right now I'm undecided voter at this time.
But you're leaning towards Hillary?
No! What, are you crazy? What do you make later towards Hillary? Don't even joke about that.
I'm just reading between the lines.
Well, you quit. You read my lips now.
There's
I ain't
people out
voting for her.
there who are so mad about the Confederate flag, they think that you and Hillary Clinton probably kissing.
I know, think it all you want. Go ahead. They can think that all you want.
But
Why?
what you're saying is you can be, here's what Jackie is saying, folks. You can be an ignorant, dumbass,
Hey,
redneck,
what?
hillbilly, inbred,
What are you saying?
hillbilly, and still not like the Confederate flag. You don't have to like the Confederate flag to be ignorant. You can be ignorant in a bunch of different ways. It has nothing to do with the Confederate flag. You can
It's
be
America. You can be whatever you want, but just
You can be as country damn, possum eating, shotgun loading, still whiskey making,
well, the
outhouse shitting.
this perception is that everybody down south love the Confederate flag, and obviously that's not the case. 'Cause
And also perceptions, everybody down south, ignorant hillbilly.
that's not always the case
But
either.
we're saying you can be an ignorant hillbilly and still be smart enough to not like the Confederate flag.
Well, yeah.
You can be doing donuts on a dirt road till your truck rolls over and you get thrown out and you lying in a ditch with your head half caved in, drunk on white lightning.
We already had this conversation. I don't know why we got to have it again. I know.
I'm just trying to back you up.
I
You could be a
appreciate you backing
toothless,
up.
old, grizzled, idiotic, ignorant son of a bitch from the middle of nowhere,
Hang on.
Tennessee,
No, I didn't
wearing
say.
long underwear
Yeah,
and
hey,
a beard like Poop Deck Pappy.
You were saying this, not me.
Run skittering into a cave when he hears a car coming up the road.
No, I never said anything like
Sleep
that.
on a tree branch.
No.
Eat live birds like Jackie and still be like, I don't like the Confederate flag. We're just saying,
Confederate flag went now. There was a time when I didn't necessarily dislike it, but I was used to it. And like I said, years on TV, Duke Boys, Goodfellas, Uncle Jesse, Nice Man, and that on the car, and nobody just, you never thought about, just didn't think about one way or the other. And then you get older and you see how, wait a second now, I can see how that can be real upsetting to some people. So
instead of a Confederate flag, if they'd had a picture of a blacks-only drinking fountain on top of the car, I mean, I think people would have been like,
they wouldn't do that, yeah.
They probably wouldn't have done that. But
No.
the people would still be saying, well, there was a black sheriff on that show, and they was not racist. The Duke boys were not racist. They just drove around with a car, and maybe it's not even a picture. Maybe it's an actual blacks-only drinking fountain on top of their car. They just had a blacks-only water fountain on top of the car. That's it.
That's not.
They ain't got nothing to do with race.
Well, I would have known that was wrong back then, but some people.
Plus,
I
it
guess,
doesn't make any sense. Every time they jump something, that water fountain would fall off.
That's true, yeah.
Coder spent half his time putting a damn water fountain back on top of the General Lee.
Yeah. I guess you put a picture of it like a flag, you know.
Yeah, he could put a picture of it. That's a better idea. Put a picture of it. But, I mean, that's just, nobody wants to see that.
Of course not, no.
I guess I don't see the difference.
There's
But I
controversial
didn't
subject.
create the Dukes of Hazzard.
We've
so.
already talked about this. I ain't gonna talk about it.
You
every
brought
time
it
on
up.
There. I did, but this flags is how it started, and that's the issue right now.
It's hot down here. My mind is wandering.
It's an issue right now that some people are still discussing, but it ain't me unless it's
Unless we bring it
up on here for
90
no
minutes
reason.
into the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sarah Palin.
Well, we watched it. As
Well,
I
see,
said,
a lot of people, okay, Sarah Palin says Donald Trump's going to fire all the political correct warriors or whatever.
Yeah.
So some people would say that the Confederate flag stuff that you brought up, saying that you don't like the Confederate flag, that you are a political correct police.
Well, I got my own personal reason for that. I ain't telling nobody they can't. If you won't put it up, you win to go for. Just go. If it's America, you can still do it. I don't want it in this store, and I can see why other people don't want it up on the courthouse building anywhere. That makes sense to me. But if you want to wear a hat, put it on. I mean, you gonna take it off before you come in here, because there's some people I know in here. I didn't know it. Should have known it. Should have known better, but I didn't back in the day. But I do now. They don't want to see it.
But you wouldn't say you're being politically correct. That you worry too much about offending people instead of getting on to the business of this country.
I'm worried about offending people. What do you mean offending people? Offending me.
Being nice to people.
Me. It's a me.
What?
I'm offended if you got it on. Just start there. I can't worry about everybody else. That's my preference. If you want to take that on, you take it on or don't. But with all that happening in recent news events, I can't see why it don't make any sense to me why. It's not worth fighting over, in my opinion.
So you're an undecided voter, but you're leaning towards Trump.
I didn't say I was leaning toward him. Now, look, everybody's saying Trump's racist and Trump's racist. They're saying this all the time.
Say it twice, right in a row like that.
That's what reporters do. And some of the things he said are racist. I understand people can see that. I understand. But I don't think Trump sees it. Because as soon as he says something bad, he says, all Mexicans love me. I'm going to get the Latino vote.
Wait, wouldn't that be a sign that he does see it? He says something racist and then automatically.
Well,
he has
that's
to
because
correct
everybody
himself?
else has told him. He would have never started saying that had some people not told him, don't you think that's whatever, or what's his name,
I
Univision trying to stop him. And I saw that, and I don't mean to defend Trump, but Univision's got mad that wouldn't, he was a little rude. Of course, Donald Trump rude too, but.
Well, maybe Donald Trump has set a mood with his public interactions, press conferences, debate performances, where it's cool to be rude.
That's what it is. He started this. Yeah, he started it. So why he get mad at people for being politically correct, like I said? So why should be his favorite?
He did his favorite reporter,
but he did bring him back inside, didn't he? So that's he got to think about it. Wait a minute, he's almost rude as I am.
Maybe he should be his vice president.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if they get along.
Speaking of vice president, Sarah Palin, we were talking about her show and her flag behind her.
Yeah.
And her talking to Donald Trump. And we watched that video. And I don't know this network. Maybe this should go on our goals list right after we do the live podcast in Branson or Mount Rushmore. But maybe we need to try to get a show on this One America network, because that looks like a network that they've got to have some infomercials running that we could carve 15 minutes out of.
I never wanted to do no TV shows, and this is something that Trump did this good, as far as my way of thinking. I never was going to do no TV show. You said, let's move out to California. Now we're going to be on TV, Jack. I said, hell no, I ain't going. No one's going to be on TV. And
no one's going to live in California.
That's right. No one dare do that. But, see, now what he does is he don't go on all the TV shows. Now, he's running for president, so it's easy to catch him. But what he does, he sit home or sit in his mall.
Yep.
And just
every time you see him, he's got that escalator behind him.
He owns that escalator, something. But
he made a lot of money off of escalators.
But he's on every TV show, and he don't ever leave his. He just so if I could sit here and just talk on the phone, sometimes you don't even see him. He just talks on the phone. And he's smart. There's some things Trump does, and you go, now that's pretty smart right there. So it makes you wonder. That's all I'm saying. I ain't necessarily supporting him.
You're coming around.
I'm just saying, as a conservative living in today's America, perhaps we should all be coming around.
Maybe we need to change. I mean, okay, we watched Sarah Palin interview him, and then we watched Sarah Palin interview Ted Cruz, and we watched Sarah Palin interview Jeb Bush.
Yeah.
I was transfixed by the entire Trump interview.
Couldn't look away. And you could see on there, you showed me how the YouTubes, that's because I used to read what people say about us. All the numbers, how many people watch it, the numbers were just over 1 million people watching that thing, and of course you sitting there going, I can see why. Yeah, you listen to these two.
Then Ted Cruz interview had about 30,000 people watch that.
And
my mind started to wander, like, I'm not even 50. She wasn't even through her introduction, and I was
that Ted Cruz is all about on all. I think we've been lucky enough to have around that number on something.
Yeah, that's stuff. Like 30,000. Like
that'd be
not
nice
lately.
No, that's what we're trying to do again.
Right.
I guess something around there.
But at one time, 30,000.
So he's right.
He's right there. He's trying to get. When he gets fired from Congress, he's going to go around churches and give speeches. And listen, if you think your preacher is long-winded, wait till you get Ted Cruz in your church talking for 17 hours. So he's getting ready to get paid by churches to come around and talk.
Oh, he'll do it too, yeah. And books, he said he'll be selling his books.
Sell some books, do Christian things.
He's smart-ass whip, too. So that makes you wonder if he, not really, because I don't want him to be president. No, I'm not going to vote for him, no. But for a minute, there you go. He's smart enough to do that. He might be smart enough.
Now, it's not the same skill set.
It's different kinds.
Am I
yeah.
smart enough to take advantage of Christians, or am I smart enough to be president of the United States? A lot of people can take advantage of Christians I would not want in the White House.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
And then we watched Sarah Palin interview Jeb Bush. What was it, 9,000
I don't think it was that. It's 7 or 8.
Not a lot of people watching
Now,
Jeb Bush. And let me say, worst one.
Yeah. It is, and I think she talked to some other. That's what her show is. She just talks to people who are running for president, and that'll keep her on there for a while right there. Just doing that. She'll, people say, old Fox fired her. Her show wasn't good, but if you just come out the gate, I'm going to talk to people running for president, you're guaranteed how long.
Right.
That's
30, 40 episodes.
A lot,
That's
yeah.
like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
We need to talk to some of these presidential candidates, Jackie, and I don't know which ones. Part of me thinks nobody would ever talk to us, but then I remember how many of them are running and how little people care about most of them. And I thought,
it's
well,
also who wants to listen to us talk to George Pataki. I don't want to listen to that.
Eazy-E said any publicity, good publicity.
And look what happened to him.
That's not his fault. But, folks, seriously, unprotected sex.
Don't start. You said he was a
It's
sick
a
movie.
good thing to do.
I don't want to talk about sex, good or not.
Oh, we could talk to the sub-Santorum people. I think that's a goal we may try to get out there. If we could talk to people who are polling less than Santorum.
That'd be a whole segment, right?
The sub-Santorum, yeah, that could be part of. Folks, let us know if you think this is a good idea for a segment or a video or a section on the podcast. Maybe do we need to tighten these podcasts up? Do we need to maybe not be so loosey-goosey with it?
Well, maybe if we quit talking about, certain things we have time to do sub-Santorum. Make because there's a lot of them.
Sorry, George Pataki, you can't be on the show. We did 15 minutes on Dixon car doors.
All right.
So sub-Santorum, the sub-Santorum candidates, which is probably about, at this point, like 8 people. That'd give us a lot to go with.
If she can interview the rest, I don't see why we can't, you talk about going on there as long as I can, because you can put the computer flag up behind you wherever you're at. I guess that's what we're trying to build down here. I don't know if you going to put computer flag. I'd like to see, outdoors, I think, like deer.
That'd be
running.
Just some deer in a field.
Something like that, just behind us, something like that. Just things make me think of home, a brook, bubbling, brook of bubbling, going down, just a little animal. The different animals I remember growing up seeing around.
Stegosaurus.
Beautiful. What?
A barn, a silo, some feed, a fish fry.
That's things like that, yeah. I'll see if I can find, because you can put pictures up behind us. I know how it works on the news. I'm going to look, see if I still got a picture of you, just fat as could be, stuffing it just for a child that age to eat that much and be able to get that much in his mouth. That's one. I'm glad it's been years since I remember that. I'm going to dig that out. That's in a book somewhere.
I'm proud. Are you trying to shame me? But
I'm not trying to shame you.
I had a song written about me.
It wasn't written about, I'm telling you, it wasn't written about you. It was already written. You were there. It may give reason to sing it.
Well, that still give the Murfreesboro Boogie Trio a reason to sing a song. It's still something to be proud of.
Go down to Holiday Inn, go down there and get Fingers and see if he remembers it.
I will. I'll say, you remember, hey, Mr. Fingers, you remember me? Watch that fat boy eat.
Yeah.
And then probably what I'll do is I'll order something from the bar, like some
you should do that first.
Sliders.
And then go up to him.
Right, yeah.
Then
okay, so
know.
I'll get like some tapas or some damn sliders or some chicken fingers or some wings or some chili cheese fries or maybe some spinach dip and some of them good tortilla chips going in spinach
I like
dip.
those cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks, yeah, get some cheese sticks.
Holiday Inn in the bar area, if you ever in there, and I don't go often, but every now and then you won't get dressed up, go do something nice. Used to be, not now. and you go down there and the chicken fingers and those cheese sticks. You
Yeah.
dip it in that red.
Oh, yeah.
Red. Dip it in that red. It's good.
So I'll get some of them cheese sticks and dip it in that red.
Yeah,
and
you
I'll say,
start eating them. They may have some kind of fish down there. I'd just go down there. If they got fish, get that because that's going to, that'll kick in his memory as good as anything.
Mr. Fingers may be like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. And then he may just go right into that song. Look at that fat boy.
He might be, yeah.
Little
You
fat
don't
boy.
know. I don't know if he's the one that wrote it, but he's up there playing.
Well,
He was
you
one of
don't
them.
know who wrote what. I'm sure when you go see Art Garfunkel, he does some songs he didn't write.
Well, I hope so. There ain't no other reason to see him.
So, folks, I guess that's the news portion of this podcast. Thank you
That's
so much.
Jeb Bush,
Was there anything else we need to talk about?
nobody watched him. But
Nobody watched
cares
Jeb
about
Bush.
Jeb Bush. He's just some people watched
Some people watch Ted
Ted
Cruz.
Cruz. Everybody watched Trump. So I'm going to broaden my mind to this election. I don't want Hillary in there. I definitely don't want the crazy old man in there. Bernie Sanders. I ain't got to worry about that. Hillary I got to worry about. That's that way. I don't care if people saying, well, we got these emails. Well, Bill Clinton, we had how many things did they have on him? It's everything on him. There ain't nothing he didn't do, and look what happened.
Yeah, after Clinton, people still get brought down by scandals, but after Clinton, it was like, oh, this is manageable. Like you have to go pretty far out to get in trouble.
Yeah, but look what Obama's done.
It's all about in the handling of it. You got to know
Yeah.
how to handle it.
Yep.
Carter Country, creator of Carter Country just passed away. I seen that in an obituary.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Right there.
So maybe we are living in a post-Trump time. Well, it's not post-Trump because he's actually
He's out
doing
there
it.
doing
But he
that
may
there.
be changing it. We may be this.
Well,
thinking,
I'll say you this: if this is what election is going to be like from here on out, at least it's going to be worth entertaining to some degree.
Definitely, I'll be watching a lot more interviews and press conferences because it's definitely much more entertaining.
Now
we may be in a time where a Bobby Jindal can never run for anything again.
Yeah, bless his heart, bless little Bobby Jindal's heart. I feel for him, but unless he's going to work, he knows those Duck Dynasty fellas. He's friends with them. Maybe he learn a thing or two.
Grow a beard out.
Be entertaining. Because they're on TV, whatever you think about them, there's people thought they's entertaining. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been on TV. So he can learn a thing or two from them, maybe. But I don't know, Trump. I guess I'm having to come around. I don't know. I ain't said that for sure yet. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, but
You're thinking it over. You're thinking Trump over.
well, I have to when it comes to Hillary.
Really, all her scandals, maybe that's what's keeping her in the news. I mean, they say, oh, she's cratering the polls. But people, that's what you expect from a Clinton. If she didn't have scandals, she'd be boring.
Yeah.
She's entertaining when she's saying, who cares about the emails? Benghazi who? That's her entertaining. That's how
all.
she makes the news. If she wasn't doing that, nobody'd be listening to
If
her.
she wasn't doing something devious all the time, nobody pay attention. You're right.
Like Jeb Bush, nobody gives a shit about him.
He
He's
ain't doing
boring as
nothing.
hell.
He ain't doing a damn thing. No.
Ted Cruz is only interesting because he's so awful.
Well, he's like I said, the old big churches, that.
He gets in the press because everybody hates him.
Yeah, who's been doing that longer.
So who are we talking about? Trump, Hillary Clinton, Ted Cruz. Everybody hates these people.
Yeah.
That's why they're in the news. So you can't run for president anymore, I guess, unless people hate you.
Well, Huckabee, he's trying real hard.
He's trying to get hated.
Trying
okay, Dr. Ben Carson. People
Bless
like
him.
him.
He's nice. I like him.
He is nice.
All he's wanting to do is all these this awful, this Planned Parenthood. He's going to put a stop to that. He says certain parts of women's. It's not war on women's. It's parts of them that
We're on the certain parts of. I
That's-
think he said what's inside of women,
That's what. Yeah.
and who has not been inside of a woman.
Well,
So really, it's a war on everybody.
Well, that's
and
right.
Also, and Dr. Ben Carson would agree with me on this, and Planned Parenthood as well. Don't have unprotected sex, people.
All right,
If
don't
you take
start
anything
that.
away from this, from Planned Parenthood. If you
Listen.
like Planned Parenthood, Dr. Brain, Eazy-E,
What?
the other thing that came up when we were talking about it before, everyone agrees, don't have unprotected sex.
All right, enough. You don't have to keep talking about people to listen to the first time, man. Shit. Planned Parenthood definitely don't. If that's what's going to wind up, it's pitiful. I won't watch it. And people trying to show me, and I know that for a fact what goes on. But I didn't know they was taking and selling all that. Nobody told me that. That's new to me.
Well, now you know.
Who is going to... I know what Planned Parenthood does. I know what they do. But who are these people buying this stuff? Who's buying the little baby arms and feet? That's who I won't go after. We'll take care of Planned Parenthood. Ted Cruz can talk about them till he's blue in the face. But tell me who's getting all that. That makes me sick to my stomach. Pitiful.
I have a theory.
Huh?
Baby Frankensteins.
What?
Baby Frankensteins.
Baby Frankenstein. What?
Well, look, if you're making baby Frankensteins, have you looked at your electric bill lately?
What?
You know how much
electric
juice
bill?
it costs? How much? Enough juice to reanimate an adult Frankenstein is going to cost you an arm and a leg.
I know back in the day, old Frankenstein had to wait for a storm. Then lightning and everything took to get him going. Okay, but what do you... baby Frankenstein, what?
And baby Frankenstein, they say baby Frankenstein gets startled by fire and goes on a rampage. Well, you just pick it up by its little Oshkosh overalls galluses and say, time out, baby Frankenstein. It ain't going to tear nothing up. Adult Frankenstein is scary if it gets mad.
Well, yeah, I know. I seen the adult. I know big Why do you...
Baby Frankenstein, just a little cute. Hold it in your arm. Hey, baby Frankenstein. What you want to do today?
Baby Frankenstein.
So my theory is, and I don't know, maybe when Ted Cruz becomes president and on day one he initiates an investigation into Planned Parenthood, maybe when all this is going to come to light. But whoever is planning the baby Frankenstein, I figure it's like a pet rock thing. Or the little Japanese thing where you keep a digital flag alive.
Oh, what?
I just figured that somebody's coming out with baby Frankensteins. We're coming to that with cloning technology and drones and Mr. Robot. We are at the time when you're going to be able to buy a baby Frankenstein.
That's pitiful. I wish I didn't know this. Why'd you tell me, baby Frankenstein?
Or maybe somebody's amassing an army of baby Frankensteins.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know, Jack.
What is this country coming to?
I wish I could tell you.
I'm going to be... I'll tell you this right now. I ain't going to sit here and cower behind this, my store counter. No, I'm American and I'm arming myself. And if I see an army of baby Frankensteins, and I don't care how cute they are, they ain't taking me over. I don't want to live in this world.
Wait a minute. Why are you just going to kill a bunch of baby Frankensteins?
Well, if they're making them a monster, they already...
You sound bad like Planned Parenthood over
No,
here. Well, you going you gonna kill?
I'm not going to kill it. Just scare them away.
I guess baby Frankenstein ain't they? Oh, they're not real babies. They ain't. They're just parts of babies all sewed up. They don't deserve.
Saying that, I'll scare them away, all right? I'm not going to kill no baby.
Scare them away in a baby Frankenstein holocaust.
I'm not going to... Listen, I just upset. I'm not going to kill Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, or whatever kind of babies they going to cook up in some laboratory. I ain't going to kill it. But
How would you scare a baby Frankenstein away?
Fire.
Oh, fire, right. That's obvious, actually. So really, an army of baby Frankenstein's pretty useless.
I don't want to see that, is what I'm saying, no matter what.
I don't want to see it either. So I'm going to say the army theory is not going. Because all you have to do is set a few fires, and even if that doesn't work, it's just baby. You just roll a bowling ball into them or something.
Is this the choice I have to make in this world is, baby, Frankensteins or Trump. I don't know what I'm going to do.